Now we are ready and sorted, and let's throw things over to Deathwing, ready for that Untitled Story Randomizer run. Deathwing, take it away.
All right, thank you, Myrph, for that introduction. Yeah, this is Deathwing. I'm playing some Untitled Story today. Just kind of start with a little bit of background because I assume most people are not familiar with this game. It's a kind of indie platformer. It was designed by Maddie Thorson, better known for work on Celeste, a much more popular game, of course. This game, by the way, if you like what you see, is still free and available on the website Matt Makes Games. It's an awesome game. You should check it out. It's a kind of a Metroidvania platformer where I get a power up and I move to a new area and explore and so forth. But we're adding an extra layer on it today. I'm going to be doing a randomizer where all of the upgrades and hearts and so forth are strewn about the world, and I won't know where anything is. So that's going to make things extra interesting and challenging. And today, to help me, I've got TrainerAnade, who's going to provide some co-commentary, who I believe is probably as unfamiliar with the game as most of you out there, so I'll toss it over.
Yeah, I do not know this game, but I'm very excited. I like Metroidvanias, I like randomizers, I like Maddie, so I'm excited. Let's see where this goes.
Awesome, great. Okay, so we're going to begin the game here. I've already got the randomizer up. There's 4 difficulty levels: simple, regular, difficult, and masterful. We're going to do it on regular. I found that it gives the best experience as far as randomizer goes. For straight speed runs, of course, you would go simple, but we're going to go regular. And I don't think we had a donation for like a name or anything, right? I could just go myself.
No.
Okay.
Whatever you like.
Okay, so I'm going to start the game. It's going to go black for a little while as the randomizer fixes where everything's going to be, and then you'll see me kind of sitting on a nest, and when that happens, you can start the timer. I was told to kind of give you a cue when to start it, okay? So I'll start it, it'll go black, and then you'll see me appear, and that's when we start. Okay, and going. It's creating it right now, and there it goes. So I have to remember there's a heart up in the nest. I don't have to go back for that. So blue orbs are upgrades, and the logic always puts a couple of really useful ones at the beginning of the game. So both of those were jump height upgrades. One was a double jump. So at the beginning of the game,
egg.
I'm sorry.
So we're the egg.
We are the egg. Yes.
Perfect.
We start as an egg in a nest, and we start exploring. So I can see there's another blue orb there. And we do a little platforming, and there's a boss. All bosses have 4 health, marked by the torches in the background, and just a heart. Nothing useful. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Wow. That's the fastest hatch I've ever seen. So we're actually not an egg. We're actually a bird. That could have been anywhere. It just happened to be there. So there are 95 total hearts, 24 blue orbs, 20 flowers, 10 gold orbs, and 17 bosses. That's a total of 166 total checks in the game. Fortunately, I won't have to do all of them because a few of them, turns out about 7 of them are guaranteed to never be anything useful. So I'll have to do quite a lot to get everything I need.
So I was going to ask, so in order to complete the game, how many of those do you need?
Well, I will need just about every useful upgrade. There are 6 jump upgrades, the ability to stick and 6 slide, that's 8. 2 energy, it's 10, hatch, 11, 12, 13.
So a bunch.
About 15 useful upgrades. There's shoot, that's a useful one. Plus, I will need to collect 7 gold orbs. There are 10 in the game, and to access the end of the game, I will need 7 of them for regular difficulty. That was stick. That allows me to stick to ceilings. By itself, not useful, but it's progressive. There's 2 of them, and the second one allows you to move on the ceiling, which is critical to beat the game.
Ah.
So yeah, in a normal playthrough, you would know exactly where the gold orbs are, and so you would just go get the easiest ones that you need, the fastest ones. But I don't know where they are, so I'll just have to do as many checks as I can. So roughly 70% of those, and that's something useful. So we'll get that. Yeah, actually, be a little careful on my health. I've been a little blasé. So that was red energy. So that allows me to. A sec. Okay. There's little red blobs of energy. We'll see in a little bit that allow me to get to extra height and stuff. So there they are on the screen there. Here we've got the shop. Okay, so there's 2 gold orbs here I need to come back for, and 46 for this guy. So I need to get a bunch of money.
And what was the little teal flower?
There is a. How to answer that? There's like a secret mini game, the flower mini game, that you normally would access much later in the game in a normal playthrough. But to add to the game, it's open to you from the very beginning. Hey, there's Stick Slide.
Nice.
All right, this is one of the 5 or 6 treasure games. The object is it's like a little mini game. We're gonna slide these blocks around, put them on the X's.
Ah.
And normally you'd have to try to figure out how to do it, but I know.
We're speedrunners.
Yes, I already know how to do all of them. So we've got Stick Slide, we've got red, we've got 2 jumps. Okay, I'm just keeping a track in my mind of what I have. Go ahead.
Of course. I was just wondering, how did you get into playing this game, especially speedrunning it?
Well, I played it a long time ago when it was first available, and then I saw what's his name? Nathan is bored. He had the world record for any percent, and I was really intrigued with some of the tricks and stuff. So I decided to learn it, and eventually beat his record, and I've just been playing it ever since.
Nice.
So I have to be a little bit careful here. Oh, I was not careful.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Well, so that shows us what happens when you get 0 health.
Yeah, I died there. I don't quite have enough health to beat him, so I'm just gonna do this. There's the first of the gold orbs. This has not been a great seed so far, honestly. A lot of things that I need are not available. So we have shoot, so I can go back over here and can light the torches. And this will be a check. Let's see. It's nothing. I don't have enough jump to get up there yet. I have red. Okay, I think I need to get enough money to buy that item from the shop. So I'm gonna get this. Was this money? Oh, that was something else. That was a flower. I really hope I don't have to grind money. Alright.
I'm guessing that, like, under normal circumstances, even with Randomizer, you don't have to grind money.
Usually not, no. This is a little bit harder than usual because I don't have as many jump upgrades as I normally would have on this fight, so I have to be careful.
While you're doing this fight, maybe Myrph can give us, some messages?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to ask. In fact, because we have just had a $100 donation from Anonymous. Huge thank you to you, Anonymous. They say, thanks to Deathwing for showcasing this underrated gem of a game. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. So, Deathwing, are you a cat person or are you a dog person?
Oh.
Dogs,
Thank you.
yay!
Yes, dog.
Wow.
Sorry. I was a little stressed in that fight.
No, that's all good.
Okay, gold orb up there, but I can't get it right now because I don't have die. How much money do I have? 74. I got this already. Oh, there's this. I forgot about this. Let's grab this. 245. That's brilliant. That's great.
So
Okay,
that was a rainbow?
Yeah,
orb?
that
Like,
rainbow.
what was
So
that?
that's not something you would see in a normal playthrough of the game. That is a randomizer only. That represents boss money. So I want this, and that. So that is something that would have been money from a boss. And we got jump height. We have jump height, and we have red. Okay, so now I can do. We can go up to upper night climb here. Now that we have an extra jump height, we're gonna go back. Actually, before I do that, let's check this one. And nothing. Okay. We're just gonna little save scum there. So most of the time, I don't care about hearts. If they're really close, I'll grab them. But if they're out of my way, I don't need that many. So I saw that that check was heart, but I wasn't gonna bother.
Is it kind of like, let's say, like a Link, a Zelda game where the hearts, just add to your total? So since you're a speedrunner, you don't really need that higher total.
Absolutely. Every heart in the game adds 10 health. You start at 100, and there are 95 of them, so you can get a really high health.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
In addition to that, there are 3 toughness upgrades, which will reduce all damage taken to you by 10. It does not scale by difficulty. So it's always 10, 20, and then 30.
Okay, well, and that answers, I was going to ask at some point when we had a chance, what are the differences between the different difficulty levels?
Good question.
So,
There are 2 primary differences, though there are a couple of secondary. The biggest one is that the end game, accessing the end of the game area called Black Castle, requires a different number of gold orbs based on the difficulty. Simple is 5, regular is 7, difficult is 9, and masterful is all 10. The second main difference is how much damage you take from enemies. It's very low on simple, a little bit higher on regular, and ridiculous on some of the higher levels. In fact, there's a bonus mode called Insanity if you beat the game on Masterful, where it's one-hit kill.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I've never played that. not my style, real. But yeah, you can make this game really hard if you want.
So for all those challenge players watching, maybe this is your new game.
There are a couple of other small differences. A couple of save points in the game disappear on higher levels. Okay, real quick, I want to talk about this boss. In a speed run, this boss is not, you do not need to fight it. You can actually use these little ghost bouncy things to get up there to the top and skip this fight, and you do that for any percent. But because the boss drops something, and I don't know what it is, I need to make sure that I kill him, because he might have key upgrade. And he did not, but I did not know that. Oh man, a whole bunch on this screen. That's good. Okay. I don't have duck yet, so I can't do that. jump height, that's good.
Ah,
Ice, that's good. That at least accesses a couple of checks. And another jump height. That's good too. There's a box over here I need to do. I think this store has higher prices on higher difficulties, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's really cheap on simple and it goes up. Yeah, there.
that's cool. There's a lot of differences.
That was the first toughness upgrade. Alright, ice allows me to charge my shot like this, and I can freeze things, which allows me to do this. Secret. Okay, nothing useful. But I do have stick slide and red, so I guess we're doing sky sand next.
Do you also do any percent of this game?
So music was kind of loud. I didn't catch what you said.
I was saying, do you also play any percent for this game?
Yes. So I do speed runs of any and 100 as well. But for simple, for regular, I only do any percent. There's not a significant difference for 100%, because one of the defining characteristics. Okay, I'll get that now, I guess. One of the defining characteristics of any percent versus 100 is skipping a lot of the stuff, and so by getting all of the upgrades and getting all of the parts and so forth, it does not really change the difficulty level for simple versus regular, so I find it wasn't that interesting, personally. I always thought the music for this section sounds very similar to like Gerudo Valley, you know, from Ocarina. And since we have stick slide, we can do this. I don't remember how many jumps I have at this point. I might need to do a check on my status. I think I'm 3 and 2, but I'm not positive. Oh!
Oh no!
I gotta cut the corner there. That's a kind of a glitch that happens sometimes. That's okay. I did not get hit, so it's okay. I never talked about this. This is called a heart gate. It's called the heart gate because it's a gate that looks like a heart. And it is always locked unless you are at full health. So it doesn't matter whether you have 100 health or 900 health. You have to not have taken any damage. I'm going to save here just in case. Although, actually, I have Dive Bomb now, so I'm going to do some easier checks before I finish Sky Sand. So we can actually do this now. That heart gate I got was Dive Bomb, which allows me to crash through floors, which will unlock a lot of areas. And since Sky Sand is pretty difficult, I would rather wait on that. I don't think I have yellow yet. No, I don't. And nothing here. Okay. I'm gonna get the flower just in case. It's unlikely that I will need the flower for anything. I'll talk about that when I have some time. Alright, that is actually, that little dude there is what you need to hatch for. He does not talk to you while you're an egg. So you cannot access larger portions of the game while you're an egg.
Interesting. I assume story related? Maybe?
A little bit, yeah. There's not really a strong hint that you can or will hatch. Alright, boss fight.
Oh. I love that the bosses are all just kind of like mostly rocks with faces.
Oh, I mistimed that.
Uh-oh.
Let's just be careful.
while Deathwing is doing the end of this boss fight, do you want to just mention maybe what we're raising money for?
Yeah, absolutely. We are raising money for the fabulous Little Warriors charity. They are a national charitable organization in Canada focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. They also advocate on behalf of and with child sexual abuse survivors. They have a number of programs, including a free child sexual abuse prevention workshop called Prevent-A-Thon. The Bridge Community Program to educate all children and youth on a variety of topics for their overall mental health and well-being, as well as online comprehensive Be Brave Bridge program that connects specialized counselors and coaches with children, teens, and parents who have been impacted by child sexual abuse. For more information, visit littlewarriors.ca. And I am absolutely thrilled to announce that we have passed $500 total raised for Little Warriors. We've passed the halfway mark towards our $1,000 goal. Thank you, everyone who's been donating. You're all making this whole thing worthwhile. A huge thanks to you all, in addition to all of our fabulous runners. So, yeah.
Let's go! Woo!
Yay!
Major hype.
Okay, and also I see we're in a new area.
Yeah, we went over here to Cloud Run, and those were the ghosts. That's story related. So the plot of the game is that these ghosts laid a curtain across the sun, which blocked the sun from most of the world, and then the birds stay in Skytown, where it is still lit. And I completely whiffed that. Whoops. Yeah, and they appear when you have either collected yellow energy, which I have not done, or gotten a particular gold orb, which in game you would know what it is. However, because it's randomized, I don't know which gold orb is that I get, but I must have gotten that particular one.
Okay.
And they appear randomly and chase you off screens, and they can be super annoying, but on regular they don't appear that much. On difficult and masterful they would appear a lot.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, nothing.
More hearts.
I gotta think. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and bite Fluffy.
So I assume that's the name of a boss.
Yes.
Are these canon names or are these like community names?
This particular one is known because it is mentioned in an area of the game called the library much later. I think the other ones only have names, but if you like decompile the code, you see it. And here we come up on Fluffy. Now this is one of the bosses that can actually be skipped. So if you see the top right, you see the little platform?
Yes.
So it is possible to bounce. This guy's going to shoot rockets at me. And it's possible to bounce on all those rockets to get up there and skip this fight, or at least about 70% of it. But I'm going to go ahead and kill him because, again, he might drop something important.
I see the stairway of rockets. Oh no! So, of course, the robot is named Fluffy.
Yep, this is Fluffy. It's like RX-1000 or something crazy like that. I don't remember all the letters and numbers involved, but just call him Fluffy. Oh, goodness. And so, timing a randomizer is, of course, a difficult thing because it depends on kind of how lucky your seed is, how difficult it is, what stuff you have to do. My best is like over 50 minutes, but this one's looking like it's going to be a bit longer. Because, yeah, it just kind of depends on where things are.
The risk with the randomizer, right?
Yep. Yeah, on simple, this guy actually is even easier because there's 5 platforms, one between each one of these pairs.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's a lot of differences. I like how the torches are in the air on this one.
And someone mentioned that even in the code, they don't have names. So.
Oh, really? I thought Moxmo said they had names, but could be wrong.
That is Moxmo in chat, so...
Okay. Well, that's the guy that... he's the one that made the randomizer?
Very cool.
Oh, no. Okay. That was a really bad fire pattern there. So, I miscounted. You had one more pattern.
Well, you got it though. You're good.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Alright, and it was all for just a heart, so
Yeah,
nothing.
probably not the best like check that you got from it, but
No, but we did get a gold orb afterwards. And there's an extra one over here to get, which is just a heart. Okay, so I think we're gonna go over because we still don't have duck. I think we're gonna finish up Sky Sand. So that finished Cloud Run.
nice. How many areas does this game have? If you know off the top of your head.
Wow, good question. My guess... Go ahead and get this. 15 to 20? Some smaller than
Okay.
others. Like Nightwalk is huge and has like 50 screens that you probably won't even see most of.
Boy.
But Mountain Climb has only 5. Or maybe 6. It's really small.
Alright, so this boss, you have to get him to stab himself.
Yep, that's right. But one thing I did not mention, that I missed, is that every boss in the game has a predetermined... So in the regular game, it has a predetermined amount of money that you would drop when you beat him, but they also have a predetermined bonus for beating them with full health.
Oh?
In the any percent run of the game, this is very useful because one gold orb is always in the shop and requires a lot of money, and so it's useful to beat bosses and try to not get hit on some of them. And it makes collecting the money a lot easier. But yeah, we're just trying to make the sword hit him, and I'm doing a pretty good job of it so far. This is one of the hardest on Insanity, doing this without getting hit. Because there's even more rocks and stuff. And, ooh, just barely. Grab that. Every boss also drops a full health refill. And a little quick cutscene. This guy is a bird, and he has left Skytown. Ghosts say, no, no, you do not do that. So he's gonna come and there's nothing we can do. Normally, this would be a gold orb right here. in regular playthrough. Which, by the way, I'm going to do a quick check. I have 5. We're at 5. That's pretty good. We only need 2 more.
I was gonna say 5 of 7, right?
Yep. Another box puzzle game. This is one of the harder, longer ones. The key is to do this kind of loop around.
According to chat, according to the wiki, there are 29 areas in the game.
Wow, more than I thought. Thank you, chat. Is this anything? Duck. Finally, jeez.
Yay.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so since we've done that,
I feel like I should make a duck joke because you're a bird, but
first we can do this check here. Ducking between those. That was nothing, but I still wanted to do it. I want to finish up. I might as well finish up Sky Sand while I'm here. They've got 1 more check, I think, to do. And I don't need full health, but I'm gonna just play it safe because I have died already.
you just, near the beginning of the run, you had to show what happens if you die. That's all.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Yes, if you die, you go back to your last save point. If you die before saving, it will take you back to the beginning of the game at the nest.
Oh, wow.
In fact, there's a category of the game that I call 0%. So if you beat the game without saving, ever, then at the end of the game, it tracks what percentage you got, but it only tracks your percent from your last save. So it will say you beat the game with 0%.
Okay, that's kind of cool, though.
It is pretty funny. The first
How
time
many games can you do that?
I'm just gonna buy a couple quick hearts here. Okay, we've completed left side. We did Sky Sand, Cloud Run, and Strange Castle. So now we're gonna go right side, which is, now that we have Duck, we can get to the... So this is how you would hatch in-game. So there's no hint right here, but see the bird statue, Duck before him, and these platforms appear. And this is where hatch would be. It's just a heart. Money, which I don't need. Right, I'm here, I'll grab it. And now we can go up the mountain. And oh no, don't. Okay.
Oh, so that's the ghost.
Yeah. But he came from the bottom, so it wasn't bad. This is another guy that you need to be hatched in order to talk to.
Is there, like, lore-wise, what are you shooting?
A fireball, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It just says once you get that upgrade, it says you can now shoot. Press Z. That's all it says. And you can do it as an
like
egg as well. Maybe.
Or a firebird.
All right, this boss is predictable. He will always do the same thing. Well, depending on which way he goes. So if he goes, I watch which direction he goes. So he went to the left, so I knew where to stand. He went to the left again. He's gonna jump right here. And now 10 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn yellow. 10. Dead. On simple and regular, you can just stand where he's gonna kind of jump out of the water and he will take damage. However, on difficult and masterful, you must dive bomb into it. So you have to time this weird jump as he's coming up to dive into him. And he gives 2 drops, which is nice. And we're gonna go into deep dive. So when you're underwater, you have this blue heart thing that counts down your air. You don't die instantly, you just start losing health. Nothing. Well, technically that was a flower. This one, oh, there is a blue there. I need to get that. Flower. So you can just kind of see the blue tail over there on the left side.
Uh,
So I'm gonna wait. I have to wait for this kind of fish to be positioned in the right spot. There we go. It was just toughness. Actually, while I don't need toughness to beat the game, it does make the end game. Something's going on with my keyboard. I'm sorry. It's like I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to. I didn't save. I'm sorry. I think I have to. Oh no, there it goes. I have no idea. Technical glitch. It is not letting me press right. It's like just automatically going to the left. I don't know, like my keyboard was stuck or something.
That's never happened before.
Pressing right too much, I guess. Yeah, the curse of the marathon, I guess.
Yep.
I'm gonna refill my air there, just to be on the safe side. And I'm just gonna go right through these spikes because I don't care. I'm doing another boss. This boss, I've seen a lot of people. I follow this game on Twitch, so if you play this game, odds are I came and watched you. And this one seems to cause people a lot of problems, particularly getting back over him after hitting that. And the secret, if you're listening, is to hold down and up at the same time. If you are just holding down to dive bomb, you will not get enough height to get back over him. So I'm holding down and up together to get enough height.
So is he supposed to be like a sea dragon?
Yeah, ice dragon, I think is what we call him.
Ah.
And the trick is basically, regardless of the difficulties, always jump between his first and second shots. Since I have stick slide, it's a lot easier to get out of the way of his beam. And this will be the final hit.
Nice. Well.
Nothing. So at this point, let me think. I guess I don't have yellow yet. I think I have max jump. I've got red, dive, shoot, and freeze. Nothing. At this point, we're basically on gold orb mode, which is, what are we at? 5 still. Okay. So we're just doing to do as many checks as we can to get enough gold orbs to beat the game. That's basically, I think, all we need. There is yellow energy, which I do not need to... Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Speaking of gold orb.
I'm just doing like a kind of a checklist in my head to make sure I don't need anything else. I am short 1 jump upgrade. 1 jump height. Which would be nice, but is not a must-have. But yeah, other than that, I think we just need 1 more gold orb and I could proceed to the end of the game.
Nice. So are you at the point where you're having to just kind of like maybe check those ones that you hope it's not at normally?
Oh no, there's still lots of good areas to check. Over here has 1, 2. Oops. See, I don't have enough jump to make that without doing that, but that's okay. This area has 1, 2, 3 checks over here, and then we'll do fire cage, which has a bunch. I hope I don't have to do undertomb. Maybe I'll show off undertomb even if I don't have to do it. So there's 1. This is the hardest of the box puzzles.
Nice.
That takes a lot of practice to get right, and certainly the first time you play it would not be at all obvious. So there was nothing over here but 3 hearts. I could save scum, but I think I'm just going to keep the hearts. By save scum, I mean I could quit. I could go to quit and it would take me back to my last save point, but I would not keep the hearts. Which I don't technically need, but I'm going to keep them for safety.
Makes sense.
Now I'm going to go to... I keep forgetting I don't have max jump. Normally I'd be able to make that. I think we're going to do Fire Cage next. And also I need to go up the mountain too. I never got that? That's so weird. I thought I did.
Why does the monster eyeball have an arrow over it?
I'm sorry, ask that question again?
I was asking why, the little water monster, the eyeball had an arrow over it when you went through that room again?
Oh, yes. So that was if you want to go back up from that room to where I dive bombed into that area?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go back up, you would hit that. You would hit that little thing, and it would shoot you back up to the top.
Ah.
Oh, okay. That was the most useless upgrade in the game. So what that did is more crystals in pots.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh,
Which is your money?
but that is 7. So I don't. It might be kind of challenging without the extra jump upgrade. I will go ahead and do it. Grab this. So I think I have 1 toughness, 510. I should have enough health. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it.
All right, you got this. Come on, chat.
Okay, so now we're gonna end. I'm gonna head towards the end of the game, and in a randomizer only aspect, we get to skip a huge cutscene. There would be about a 2-minute cutscene where you have to talk to someone who's building a ship. That is where Undertomb is, by the way. There's a secret area, but here we can just go straight in. We'll skip that. Okay, and so now we're in the final area of the game called Black Castle. We got pretty lucky. We had kind of a rough start, but we got really lucky finding those last 2 gold orbs, so that was nice.
It's kind of how the randomizers go, is like sometimes they're lucky throughout. Oftentimes they either start good and end up bad, or start bad and end up good, right?
Right. So this is the checkpoint. This checks to make sure that you have enough gold orbs. And on regular, we only need 7 to go by. This is the ninja. We'll skip past his text. He basically says, hey, I don't know who you are. Okay. I need to focus. Okay, this room, the bubble room, is one of the biggest random points of a regular speed run, because these guys travel like all over the place and they do a lot of damage. I'm just gonna take it kind of easy, even though I have extra health, just for the sake of the marathon. Like in a speed run, you'd be kind of blazing through this and just hoping to get a good pattern and not take too much damage. Because in any percent, you would be here with very, very little health.
It looks like some of these walls are spiky and some are not.
Yeah, spikes do a lot of damage. 100 damage.
Oh,
Minus
boy.
my toughness. I think I have 2. So 80. And you have to hit these purple things in order.
Nice.
On simple, this would not rotate, but on regular, it does. Yes.
Nice. You are making all of this look so easy.
A lot of practice and a lot of lost runs in Black Castle because simple is all about the Black Castle run.
Oh.
That's okay. I have a lot of health. So on simple, I would have 130 health. 100 to start, exactly 3 hearts, no more. And everything in Black Castle does 40 damage. So for the any percent run, you can survive 3 hits. And that's it. And to top it off, there's one required intentional hit in the middle.
Oh, jeez.
Because
So
you will
not a
not,
lot of
because
wiggle
you do
room.
not have enough jump height to make it. Just out of curiosity, I'm just gonna see what this is. Ooh, it was money. That would be a secret heart in the regular game.
Oh boy, this fading in and out.
Yep. It would not fade in and out on simple. It only starts doing that on regular, and on higher difficulties, it stays black for longer.
Oh boy. I mean, that's cool, but that's also terrifying.
Well, the screens are always the same, so if you practice them.
That's fair. And yes, someone in chat mentioned that at least one of the save points, wasn't there on a higher difficulty
Yep,
as well.
that's right.
Hey, look!
There's the last jump upgrade right after. All right. Okay, so I'm going to mention something funny about this guy. This is the ninja, and the music is banging. So enjoy the music. But there are actually 2 ninja fights, one at this point, and then one in the middle of the game, which we didn't have to see. However, if you beat the ninja here and go back to where the other ninja fight would be, he is already defeated. So it counts as a double kill.
Is this another 4 hits like the others?
There we go. Cool
Is
music.
that time?
No, we're not done.
Okay.
Nope, we're gonna head up for the final boss, and I'll tell you when we reach the final boss. He's
Okay.
kind of like the boss's right-hand man. Save here.
Oh, to go. So I'm assuming at this point these ghosts are like...
Yeah, they actually, it's funny, they actually do more damage than anything else in the game.
Oh, wow.
More damage than the final boss, which is weird. So on simple, the final boss would do 40. These guys do 60.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to do a little trick here. Ride these guys up to see the save point. So very briefly, I was on the screen with a save point, and it turns out you can teleport to them having only seen them, not having used them.
Nice.
So this is the final boss. And he's got 4 phases. Instead of 4 health, he gets 4 phases.
Oh, wow. Does each phase have 4 hits or just 1 hit?
Depends on the difficulty. On this difficulty, 2.
Okay.
On simple, it would be 1 each. Well, actually, the 4th phase doesn't take damage. You'll see in a minute. The 4th phase is a survive X time thing. This is a reflection game. Alright, that's phase 1 down.
And someone asked in chat, is the ninja double kill part of the 100% route?
Ooh, good question. And I really wanted it to be. I really tried to make it be, but you have to skip too much out of the way to make that work. Down, down, right, right, still right. I am tracking which one I hit. Right, top. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I hit him a second time before I hit the other one, because then they start following you around and they take less. So yeah, I really tested it. I tried to make that work. But yeah, you really want to start the flower game as soon as possible, and it turns out to be faster. All right, so that's phase 2. It totally would count though, because it does count for your percentage. It counts for the percent.
If there was a way to make it faster, it would.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be, but no. If you can find a route that is faster, you know, I am all ears. So this is phase 3.
Interesting.
On simple, it would just be 1 hit.
These are such interesting little, like, graphics and movements and everything.
It's not immediately obvious, to most people at least, that you can shoot these white balls. But yeah, you can, and kill them. It makes this a lot easier. Like, there's nothing in the game that says you can do that. But it certainly helps.
Do they chase you otherwise?
Yes.
Ah.
Alright, I call this phase 3.5. It would not be in simple. He would just keep going off the screen and I wouldn't have to do it. But this is like an extra phase just before the last one.
So phase 3.5.
It just kind of goes back and forth. It's not too hard. And okay, entering the last phase. All right, so here's what's going to happen for time. There's going to be a timer on the back of the screen you're going to see. It says 1 minute, 15 seconds. I have to survive until that timer is out. Once it hits 0, the screen will start to fade to black, and then you can call time. Not immediately at 0, but just like slightly after.
All right. So survival.
But it's nice that you have a nice visual cue. And I have had 2 or... I can't remember how many times when I was going for the regular record, I died at 000, and I was so sad.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I finally got it. On simple, this fight it's kind of a letdown how easy it is, because there's no balls coming out to shoot you, and you get a free heart refill right before the final battle that you do not get on any other difficulty.
I mean, it is simple, right?
Right.
I assume with harder difficulties, there's a lot more going on in this screen.
3, 2, 1, 0, and time.
Woo! Nice.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. What was the time? What did we get?
It looks like it's like 52:05.
That's really good. That would be top 3 at least. That was a really good time, especially considering I died once. But yeah, we got getting those last 2 gold orbs. That just fell right into our lap. That was nice. So there's a little bit of ending here. I just want to quickly show this. And he talks to you about what you've done. You did not need the sun following you to make it here. You radiate light. Yeah,
Aww.
isn't that cute? And we actually can control during this, so there's nothing to do. Keep going. So, little nugget there. Keep going is the name of one of the arcade games. So we didn't see in this run, but there's a secret set of bonus games that I call the arcades that you can do in the town area, and one of them is called Keep Going. So I think that was intentional. That's an in-game time, 48:59. It does not count collecting items and cutscenes and such things like that. So we can see we only got 54%. We got 42 of the hearts and 18 of the abilities. So what did we not get? Magnetism, 1 toughness, 2 airs, and I can't think of what else. But anyway, that's the game.
Any shout outs you want to do?
Yeah, shout outs to Maddie for making this awesome game. Moxmo for making the randomizer. It has breathed a huge amount of life into this game as far as I was concerned. Like, I was starting to get a little tired of the base game because I played it so much, but just the randomizer is just excellent. So thank you so much. And has been very receptive to my suggestions of what to add and what to put in. It's gone so much since I started inputting. So shout outs to that for that. And Nathan is bored for his original world record for Simple, and he did audio commentary explaining a lot of his tricks and stuff. Yeah, and thanks to the whole community, and thanks everyone for having me on the show, the marathon. Do you have any last questions or thoughts?
I did want to mention again, you said at the beginning, this game is free, correct?
Yeah, so Matt Makes Games, all one word. It's still there, mattmakesgames.com.
All right, so if anyone else wants to start, you can get this game. I think I'm going to have to look into this game.
And if you are interested, I created a tutorial for the simple any percent route.
Nice.
For learning how to do the base route. And if you're interested, I can shoot you that. I'll show you where our Discord server is. There's a lot of areas in the game that we never saw, so we did a little bit of fire cage. We didn't go up the mountain. There's a second area to deep dive. There's an ice castle zone. There's a flatland area that goes crazy all over the place. So we only even saw maybe 2/3 of the game. So
wow.
So there's a lot more there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to look into it, and if anyone else is interested, go look into that game. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go and check this game out. I thoroughly enjoyed that run. Big thank you to Deathwing and Anade. We're going to go on a quick intermission while we get the next run of QT up and running. This is also the end of my hosting shift. So thank you all for keeping me company through all of this. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. I will be passing over the reins to the ever wonderful Selkuth Mind, without whom none of this would have happened. So keep your donations coming in, keep watching, keep supporting, and keep enjoying these fantastic runs.